Is it put aside?
Yeah, let's just go to page 2 of the ordinance, the capital projects and the refunding project. The refunding project is half of this bond, $5 million to pay back the Del Val bond that was done in 2011, or 2012. The capital projects with the other $5 million are listed on page 2. The construction of vehicle maintenance garage, that's $1,175,000. I'm going out of order here. The storm sewer construction improvements, which just came up, which are $400,000. The remainder is the construction of municipal services building, which we have discussed here as one of the capital projects we want to undertake, which we'll also be doing financing in 2014 to complete.
Larry, can you explain that a little more? Because we can.
Oh, yes. We're borrowing we're limited to $10 million. We're not limited to $10 million, but by borrowing $10 million in 2013, we were able to take advantage of what's known as bank qualified financing. That provided an opportunity to get an even lower rate than we would have gotten if we borrowed $11 million, because limiting the amount in a specific year qualifies these bonds to be held by certain financial institutions that then can deduct their own interest expenses accordingly. I'd leave it to Gordon and or Mr. Richter to explain that if anybody wants further explication on that. And we can then in 2014 do the same thing again, borrow $10 million. We've been talking, have not yet voted on it, but been talking about capital projects of some significance on this board. Obviously, the construction of a township building, police department, other types of things that the property committee and the board has been talking about in terms of long-term capital projects. This enables us to do those, and we also have enough. We have enough flexibility in the capital projects and in the descriptions of the same that as different projects come up, we could seek the advice of bond counsel and be able to use the funds for those as well.
Okay, does that clear everything up? Call the roll.
Mr. D'Amelio.
No.
Mrs. Hall.
Yes.
Mr. Siegel.
Yes.
Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
Mr. McGarity.
Yes.
Mr. Connell.
Yes.
Mr. Wexler.
Yes.
Mr. Heilman.
Yes.
And Mr. Oliva.
Yes.
Mr. President, if I can, just thank on behalf of the board the excellent work of Mr. Walker and his company and Mr. Richter. This is, I believe, his first time acting as bond counsel for Haverford Township. May I say, a Haverford High grad from, you can guess the year, and thank you very much for your work. Thank you all, gentlemen, for your efforts on this.
What year was